Gotten introduced to Great Leaps the Friday before everything shut down. We went to school for 3 days, and the direction was to find a fourth grader that was potentially getting into special ed. So I was talking to the fourth grade teachers to get me this potential child. And out of 7 parents that we called, only one said she would meet me downstairs in 5 minutes to get the book. They said that he was gracious enough to put the digital on. For someone who's brand new to Great Leaps and trying to figure out how to do the graphing system of dots and lines, and it was like, oh, this is going to help, because I had like a 1-day course and haven't had really time to play with it yet. I called the parent and said, we'll have to do the digital. And she says, I'm big on education. And I said, cool. So we started at 11 o'clock, was my meeting with my kid. And I met him 4 out of 5 out of 4 days. He was on every single day like clockwork. He lived between 2 households. So he went to the different household and he walked in and said, at 11 o'clock, I got Mr. Bellgarde, I got Great Leaps, and that's non-negotiable, kind of the conversation he had with them. And the dad was like, what's this about? And he goes, it's my reading program. Now this kid, he was a 4th grader. Turned out he did have an IEP, which I did not know, but he was reading on a 2nd grade level. So he hated reading. And the father was like, you want to do what? A reading what? That's my reading program. I got to get on. And he goes, I do my phonics. I do my phrases. I do my stories. So the dad and the stepmom was the person I dealt with originally. And then finally she told the father, you got to go home and listen, because they're in the other room listening to him read. It was about 2 weeks before school ended. This very jumpy child, he said, Mr. Bellgarde, can I talk to you? I said, sure. At one point he turned from 10 to 11. So I sent him an e-card and he goes, rah, 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 you're doing great. And he like, do you see how I really did that story well? I said, yeah, you did. But then he got very, very quiet. And I'm thinking, okay, what's going on? And he had been upset because he had missed 2 days because of sickness and stuff going on. So he was like, no, I can't miss it. I'm doing so well, I can't miss it. And his mother's like, this kid is fanatic about this program. So he very quietly said to me, are you doing anything this summer? I said, why? He says, because I don't want to stop. I want to work on it this summer. And when we get back to school, I need to work with you. I am reading because of you. And I said, no, sweetheart, you're reading because of you, because your mom is getting you on, and because of me. You're doing the effort. I'm not reaching through the computer and making your mouth go up and down. You're doing it. He said, but could you work this summer with me? I don't want to stop. I said, okay, let me figure it out. Let me see what I could do. And when I got on the Great Leaps chat that we had to do, I think it was universal. All the teachers on that thread were all talking about the fact that their kids were fanatic about getting back onto the website, were fanatic about getting, they were all trying to figure out how to do it in the summer because they didn't want to stop. So they were mirroring my experience. Friday morning, I just happened to be on a laptop at school. Mary Wing, who's my teacher, sent me an email and said, what grade was this kid in again? I said, he's a 4th grader and he's going to be in 5th grade. And she came back in the afternoon, right about 12:40, and said, thanks, Alessandra, congratulations, he's now at grade level. I had goosebumps. I was on a high all weekend. And that's my experience with Great Leaps.